Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Welcome Grove Homestead. I'm technically supposed to be going to the milk barn and milking right now, but I'm my own boss, and that means that I can make a detour if I want to. So we got some rain yesterday, and I wanted to check the garden because we've been waiting for some seeds to come up. We had some, but after that nice, long, cool drink, I'm very curious to see what else has come up. Now, there is a lot of grass coming up, and we're trying to get out here and start getting our wood chips down to start blocking those, but we've run out of cardboard, so we're gonna have to just do the rest of it sans cardboard and see kind of how many wood chips we have left. But first of all, let's see if these seeds are coming up.
All the beans are growing up.
All the beans are coming up?
Yeah.
Let's see, look. There's one there.
One here.
One there.
One there.
There. Ooh. That one might need to be replanted. That's unsuccessful little seed thing. Hello, little cucumber.
That's a cucumber. Hi, little cucumber.
Look, there's another one right over here. Cucumber. Very exciting. Okay, guys. What caused this? What created this? It's a perfectly round hole, and it's
A snake
that
hole.
big.
I think it's a snake hole.
Something excavated that.
I think it's a snake.
I don't think it's a snake.
I think it's a snake.
Snakes take over the hole somebody else dug. They don't dig their own. I mean, there's a few ants crawling on it, but that is too big of an opening and too perfectly round. Something
Made a trail.
made a little trench there. Hello, baby squash. Woohoo! And look, there's another little squash. Most excellent. We hop back over here, and there's baby okra. I mean, that one is a little sad,
Yeah.
but that one's not sad.
That one's not.
Yeah, we
That
got a
one's
lot of
not.
okra
That
that
one's
came
not.
up. It's almost like they do well in this climate.
That one's.
Woohoo! Things coming up. Lots of weeds, though.
Yes.
Time to weed. Audrey, go.
Wait, what?
Okay, now on to milking. Now, some of you, most of you, all of you, may know that we are homeschooling, and it's our first week of homeschooling now. So it's been a little crazy as we are learning what homeschooling looks like for us. I went from being a drop-off mom to being teacher of 3 grades. So this is a pretty big adjustment for me. It's a big adjustment for the kids. But part of homeschooling is that you are able to take very practical life experiences and teach them to your kids. So today we're going to do some farm homeschooling. We're going to calculate weights on our animals. Miss Clover here is going to be first up. As soon as we're finished milking her, we'll get her measurements. And there is a very simple calculation to get an animal's estimated weight based on their girth and their length. Now the question you may be asking is, how do you calculate the weight on a goat? You can't just get them to step on a scale unless you have a livestock scale. We don't have a livestock scale. Huh?
Or a small goat.
Or a small goat. So the way to get a goat measurement or a goat weight is we're going to calculate their heart girth, which is right behind the shoulder here, all the way around, and their length, which is kind of like from the point of their shoulder to their tail head. So we're going to get those measurements, and then we're going to calculate her heart girth times her heart girth times her length divided by 300 to give us her estimated weight. So in the interest of keeping chores moving, because we are milking at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and let her off, and the kids will do the calculations when we're done after collecting all of their weights, or all of their measurements. Now, out of curiosity to see just how accurate that measurement is, we're gonna do the heart girth times length divided by 300 on Miss Jane here. And I also have a bathroom scale, so we will also get a scale measurement on her. And we'll see just how close those two numbers match up. So I think what I want to do later is we'll come out and we'll do like a roll call of the animals, and we'll have their weights posted like at the bottom of the screen. I think that'd be fun. What do you think?
Sure.
Sure. All right, we'll do that. We're gonna go measure the pigs now.
Fun.
Pigs are measured a little bit different. You're still gonna get their heart girth and their length, but instead of dividing by 300, you're gonna divide by 400.
Oh, so extra fun.
Yes, just a little bit different. And they're not like super tame, so we'll see if I can get measurements on them. I'm gonna try. Wish me luck. Now we're hiking out to measure some calves. Now David has a preliminary guess on how much they weigh. For the 3 older Holstein calves, he's guessing they weigh around 350 each. For little Ginny, our freshly weaned heifer, he guessed 225. And for our little Belle, our little baby Belle, who is weaning, he guessed about 200. So we're gonna see how close he is. Well, it was certainly a little bit of an undertaking there, following the cows around, getting their measurements. But now all of our large-ish animals have been measured except for Miss Rapunzel, because she's just not quite there yet as it pertains to her ability to be handled. We try really hard to have very tame animals, animals that are easy to handle and not manipulate, but animals that are really easy to work with. And Rapunzel is very respectful of people's space, but she's not quite at that point where I can just walk up to her and touch her. She's getting there, she's getting a lot more comfortable, but I am not going to try and reach around that cow with a tape measure right now. I don't think it would be safe for me. We are not planning on getting all the weights on all the smaller animals like the turkeys and the rabbits and the chickens and whatnot. That's a little extensive, not super necessary. I might eventually one day do like a rabbit measuring venture just out of curiosity. I especially want to see the difference between the sizes of the babies, because we have already seen and noticed that Nimwe's babies are smaller than Guinevere's babies, but I would really be interested to see how that actually calculates on a scale. But that is not for this video. For now, here are all the animals and what they weigh. So there you have it, all the weights of our goats, cows, and pigs here on the homestead. A little bit of Homestead Homeschool in math. But it's also a little bit of an animal management practice here in finding out how much your animals weigh, kind of where they should be. We know that like Betsy is still recovering from her little health issues and all the stress that she has had from all the moving and getting pushed around by the other goats. So we know that she's slightly underweight, underconditioned for how she normally is. So getting an actual figure of how much she weighs kind of helps you figure out how much weight she needs to gain. For the calves, getting a nice idea on how much they weigh kind of gives you an indication of how well they're growing. So honestly, getting these numbers is helpful for the homestead as well as great homeschooling for the kids. So it was a really fun lesson for them and for myself because I have never calculated animal weight based on their measurements before. So it was a really fun lesson today. It's actually starting to rain again, so I gotta get going. But as always, this is your country nerd with a goat herd saying that you can grow where you're planted.